Hola amigos. Today we are reviewing how to compare things using los comparativos. So here's what I introduced earlier this year to you. We're going to review the phrases in Spanish used to make comparisons. Use the comparatives with an adjective to compare two people or things. Like in our case, in our lesson today, we're going to compare houses. Make the adjective agree with the first noun or person that it is describing. Okay, so this is important to remember. In the case of mi madre is feminine, singular, es más artística. Therefore, the adjective agrees with the first number that it is describing. So, mi madre es más artística que mi padre. My mother is more artistic than my father. So, in order to say more than, you use más que. When you compare two things and you want to say less than, you use menos que, such as in this example. Los huevos son menos deliciosos que el cereal. Eggs are less delicious than cereal. And when the qualities of the things you're comparing are equal, you use tan como, as, such as tus hermanas son tan serias que la maestra. Your sisters are as serious as the teacher. Use the comparatives when comparing things, not using an adjective. This is another option. If you're comparing actions or verbs, for instance, use the same, just in a slightly different way. Instead of having más, insert the adjective que. We would simply have más que. For instance, me gusta dibujar más que leer. I like to draw more than read. Or menos que, less than. Le gustan las uvas menos que el yogur. And he likes grapes less than yogurt. And tanto como, so it's a little different tan, adjective como, from tanto como, so it's a little more different. As much as, so tan becomes tanto. Me gusta descansar tanto como trabajar. I like to rest as much as I like to work. Just like in English, you say better instead of more good, and worse instead of less bad, more bad. I mean, in Spanish you have mejor or mejores if it's plural, que better than, and peor or peores in the plural, que worse than. Miran los ejemplos. Las galletas son mejores que el yogur. The cookies are better than yogurt. Or, in the case of peor, la sopa es peor que las papas fritas. The soup is worse than the French fries. Some other useful comparatives when speaking of people who are older or younger, use mayor, or in the plural mayores que, older than, such as in the sentence, los padres son mayores que los hijos. The parents are older than the kids. Or such as in the example, menores que, yo soy menor que mi hermano. I'm younger than my brother. So remember that these last four, mejor, peor, mayor, menor, are irregular. They must agree in number with the first noun. Gracias. Esto es. Now we're going to compare houses.